Gene Hackman, his final TV appearance was on Triple D.
I mean, that was 15 plus years ago. And we were in Santa Fe. And it wasn't planned. It wasn't scheduled. What makes the Roadhouse one of your go-to spots?
You know, I can come any way I want to.
I mean, compared to...
Well, you look pretty good, except your hair.
What do you think about that?
What happened to your hair?
It was a surreal moment. It's giving me goosebumps right now. A, was the nicest guy. B, was incredibly aware of food and had a great gift of conversation and food. And was funny. It was just such a neat moment. Boy, that opportunity I got to spend with him and have him on Triple D was one of the highlights of the show, without question.
When you look at the way his life ended, it breaks your heart because you think of this guy who gave us so much, you know?
Yeah, it is heartbreaking, but I'll tell you, his laugh and his gift of communication, there was the picture that I posted, was the two of us sitting there, and it was just such a moment, especially when you get a chance to talk to somebody like that and they say, I'm a fan of Triple D, or I've seen the show. I mean, that was early on in the show.
And nobody pays any attention, you know.
Just gotta cruise in and until we come dragging our cameras across your table.
Right.
From Gene Hackman to Matthew McConaughey, Guy has been with countless celebs in his quest for the best food across the country. Season 51 of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives airs Friday on the Food Network.
I've had a lot of dynamite ramens. This is Michelin star ramen.
Wow.
How do you prepare your stomach? Because you go to a lot of diverse
You think it's like a
places.
training?
Yeah. Guy, you eat a lot of different food. It's not like you just walk in and it's like the, meatloaf every day.
Well, I'm intermittent fast when I'm not shooting Triple D.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. I'm hardcore.
So when you're not eating, you're not eating.
When I'm not eating on the show, I don't eat till noon, and I stop at 6.
Guy, I was wondering, because every time I see you, it's like, how doesn't this guy weigh 275 pounds?
Well, I was at 236 about 3 years ago, and then I said, listen, I don't want to go into my life. I don't want to do all that I'm doing and end up being one of these people that can't enjoy it. So I said, I'm going to get myself under 200. So I did intermittent fasting, cold plunging. I'm a big cold plunger, and hot sauna. Cold plunge is the game, baby.
Come on, every day.
I am such a junkie for it that we'll buy ice in the tubs at the hotel all day.
How do you continue to find places that resonate with the public?
Take a dartboard. No, Ouija. It's a Ouija board. We channel. Listen, when I started Triple D, 17 years ago? 200 years ago? I really thought we'd do it for about 2 years and then we'd run out. We'd run out of locations.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Okay. What's happening is the food world is changing. Chain restaurants were so popular in the 90s, 2000s. And we've righted the ship. I don't want to say righted the ship, but people are getting the education of the consumer, the education of the guest is so much more in tune with scratch-made food, real food, ethnic food, family recipes, and that's what they're looking for. So how much longer will it go? I think I'll probably be doing this show in a walker. Or Hunter and Ryder will take over.
Right.
One of the two.
Do people slide into your DMs ever and give you slide in your DMs to give you restaurant recommendations?
You mean what? Oh my gosh! You would think that I am like the post office. We get it by letter, we get it by gift, we get it. I mean, people, bribing.
Really?
We get, you name it. People stop me. I've been standing in areas that we stand that you don't want anybody talking to you. And they're like, hey, man, I got to tell you about this place in Cincinnati.
Place for you.
I'm like, bro, give me a second.
Who approves all the diners?
I do.
Has there been one that you have turned down?
Kev, it's been great seeing you. And
Because I know there's somebody out there.
Getting towed.
I know there's somebody out there.
It's not even fair to say how many amazing Triple D joints I don't get to go to. So when we do research on an area, I'll get about 20 to 25 picks that my team's done the research on. And we're doing long leads. Sometimes we're a year and a half out. It's like picking your best friends for kickball.
On top of the hit show, the mayor of Flavortown has built an empire worth an estimated $100 million. That includes over 90 restaurants, a winery, and his very own Santo Tequila.
So we're gonna do a little sip and spill, right? You can answer or you can drink, okay?
Okay, I'll just drink.
Okay, here's a question. Have you ever wanted to throw up after tasting food on one of your shows?
No. Oh gosh, no. No, never spit either.
Never.
No.
Everything's been that good.
Well, here's the thing. One, I have a great research team. Two, I'm there cooking with them when they make it. So I can see if they get heavy-handed with something or they burn something or something goes awry.
So the food's always been good. Sip anyway.
Okay,
Just
good
sip
talk.
because I
Good
think
talk.
you
I like
sip
how
anyway.
we change the rules as we go, Kev. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's good. Who would win in a cage match? You or Gordon Ramsay? But the cage would be a walk-in freezer.
Take you down, Gordon. No, I'm just kidding. No, Gordon's he's big.
In great
he's
shape,
tall.
and he's a big boy.
And he's in great shape. The guy cycles like a machine. He's actually a really good friend of mine. He's one of the funniest, most kind-hearted, endearing people. People see him on Hell's Kitchen. They think he yells all the time.
There's roll! Where's the lamb sauce? Get out! Get out!
I go do things with him. Like we'll be because we have restaurants in similar casinos, and we'll be walking along together. We're in Foxborough, and we were walking along, going from my restaurant to his, and I always take time for the fans. He's the same way. Nicest guy. It just depends on what form we were going after.
In the walk-in freezer
Yeah.
cage match.
Yeah, I think I'd take it.
You could take him?
I love doing his accent impressions.
Go ahead. You got to give it to us now.
The last two Super Bowls, we were hanging out. And so I put on, he thinks my chains. He's like, why do you wear the chains? I'm terrible English accent. So I put them on him. And then we watch the game, and then he tries to mock mine. He tries to do the rocker sign. And he's very awkward for him to give the, So I do the English accent, and he wears the gold chains.
This is football!
All right. What is the weirdest thing someone has ever asked you to autograph?
Their baby. No, that's not the weirdest.
Right,
That's-
no, but I
that's
just-
right down here. Believe it or not, I bet you I've probably autographed 500 arms. I guarantee you not under 100 have come back tattooed. I'm not kidding you.
If your hair had its own Food Network show, what would it be called?
If my hair,
Had its own Food Network show, what would it be
isn't
called?
it kind of co-hosting all the time anyways?
It always is, but now it's stepping out in front.
I think it would be pretty simple. And probably you would be a guest on it on a regular basis. And it would be called Spiked.
One more sip.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
It
Always
looks
great.
though
Sit down.
that I have been drinking more.
No.
You know what?
What do you and your wife do to hang out and have fun? Because you're on the road eating, you're going out, and then you get home, and I'm sure she wants to hang out.
So fortunately, we've been together for a really long time, 30 years. Our sons are both gone. Ryder's off at San Diego State going to college. Hunter lives in Santa Rosa where we live, but he's on the road quite a bit. We have a wine company called Hunt Ride, and so Hunter's in charge of the wine company. I want him to feel what that's like to start his own business. We love great food. We love going to bed at 8:30. Okay.
Come on.
I'm not kidding you. I get up super early. I go to bed early. It's sad.
Do you also take a second every once in a while to just say and realize you're living the dream?
Oh, we laugh about it quite a bit.
Do you? If you could call yourself up 25, 30 years ago and say something, what would you say?
We moved from Long Beach, pregnant. We were 5 months pregnant with Hunter. We had 2 Rottweilers. We had a Hyundai with 400,000 miles on it. My pickup truck from college. We had $4,500. And I left. I was running restaurants here in Los Angeles. I went to Santa Rosa, where the area that we currently live in, and was determined to open my own restaurant, my buddy and I. And I think about borrowing the 50 grand from my parents. They mortgaged their house. They were ready to retire. So I had this money. My buddy and I started a restaurant. And to look back at those days and to think about scraping by and trying to make it, nobody goes to the restaurant, this is $4,500 in the bank account. That's all we had. And everything we owned was in one small trailer. And so we kind of laugh now when we do the adventures and have the things. But it's very blessed.